Yo, what's up everyone? I'm going to be breaking down my winning trade for the day. I'm halfway passing another eval here, so let's just get straight into it. On the high time frame, on both pairs, NQ and ES, we have this, new week opening gap slash 4 hour for valley gap right here. And then on NQ, we had this unfilled 4 hour above us. On ES, I'll show you. We didn't have that unfilled 4 hour above us. We already passed through it, but we still had that new week opening gap slash 4 hour unfilled for valley gap resting below. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry about that. Sometimes it does that. Get rid of this. Okay. On the hourly time frame, we had this unfilled hourly here. And then obviously this new week opening gap. This is all a new week opening gap slash 4 hour for valley gap. We had Asia low and London low, an hourly gap, a 30-minute gap, and a 15-minute gap. Off market open, what I was looking for was, either A, we pump up, take out some of this buy side up here, like London session high, this intermediate high, and tap into this unfilled 4 hour, and then get some rejection to trade into this new week opening gap. But that didn't happen. Off market open instead, we just dumped. Really, that was it. We just dumped. We created these two 5-minute gaps that I was looking to take continuation shorts out of. At this point in time right here, when we swept out London session low, ES didn't yet, so we had a bullish SMT. We didn't sweep it out fully. So, I was looking for longs there as well. I was looking for, us to come up, after sweeping out this low here and then getting a 5-minute inverse to the upside. But as you can see, we just wick into it and respect it. Scaling down, there was no entry here. There was no entry for us to take a short out of this 5-minute gap here. There's nothing. Then this is when my trade presents itself. We keep dumping. We sweep out Asia session low. Okay, so now we have another bullish SMT because NQ swept out Asian session low, whereas ES didn't yet. Not at that time. We were trading right here, we were trading right here. We didn't even sweep it. So that's a bullish SMT. I was looking to take this 1-minute inverse right here. I wanted to see us inverse this 1-minute gap here. I'd take my break even right there, and I'd target this unfilled 5-minute right there. Or I'll just have my full TP at this unfilled 5-minute. But as you can see, this 1-minute candle, we just ripped way too high, so I faded it because I'm not going to have a stop that's this fucking big, and then my take profit be right there. It's extreme negative RR. So this is when discretion comes into play. On ES, take a look. On that move up where we edged taking out that 5-minute high on NQ, we trade into this 5-minute gap perfectly on ES, right here. Then we immediately start seeing rejection out of this 5-minute gap. We get a 1-minute inverse and a 2-minute inverse. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, although we do have this bullish SMT of Asia session low, this new week opening gap is definitely going to get traded into, right? We just traded into a 5-minute bearish gap here, and we just got an inverse for valley gap on 2 different time frames to the downside with an obvious draw on liquidity. Asia session low, this 4-hour unfilled for valley gap, etc. This intermediate low right here, you could have went break even here. So I was gonna take this trade on ES, but I was like, I know NQ is gonna do the same exact shit. And even though we are trading currently inside the 4-hour already, I had so much confidence that we were gonna go even lower, and clearly we are, because if you look at structure, we're clearly in bearish structure. ES is showing sentiment to continue this bearish sentiment. So I was just looking on NQ. So I took the risk. Because honestly, this is an unprotected stop here. I took this 1 minute inverse here. Down here, I entered right there. Stop above the inversing candle. And honestly, this is an unprotected stop. Like, I will be honest. We edged this 5 minute high here. So technically, we could come up, resweep this 5 minute, and then push lower. But because ES already took its 5 minute out, and it got two inverses to the downside, I was confident that, at the very least, we were going to take out the slow right here. And we did, because once we took out the slow, that was my break-even point, so which is a relatively quick break-even point. So I was thinking, okay, even if it does manage to, stop us out here, at the very least, it's going to have to take out the swing low here, because we just got these two inverses here. So we're going to take this out, swing break-even. If we get stopped out, it's because we want to tap into this 5 again, and it's whatever. But we ended up flushing all the way through, and I just targeted a 1 to 6 RR 77-point trade just for $1,500 for halfway passing into eval. So, yep, pretty, I'll be honest, this is not a perfect setup, but again, this is an eval. So, gotta take a little bit more risk on, but I had a lot of discretion telling me that, we were definitely going to continue this bearish sentiment, and ES presented itself perfectly, so why not NQ? So that's pretty much it, guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. And this is a part of the 30-day hard challenge. This is episode 8 of 30, because in my 30-day hard challenge, I told myself that it could be recaps or psychological videos, so this does count. Episode 6, I was in Virginia, and I made it, and I posted it on my phone, but it didn't post on my main channel. It posted on YouTube Shorts, so that's up there too if you want to go watch that. But today is episode 7, and episode 7 is just a recap of today's trade day. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.